And it looks like we are underway in our next race, which is, of course, the men's varsity singles. Here for the Lou McCormick Trophy, from right to left on your screen there. In lane 1 is Gordon. Lane 2 is Middlebury. Lane 3 is Dominican. Lane 4, Clarkson. He's on your screen in the green shell there. Lane 5 is Brock. And in lane 6, on the left-hand side of your screen, is LaSalle. So early goings here, just about 500 meters into this one, the men's varsity single final for the Lou McCormick Trophy.
And this is just a little bit exciting to note, too. We have the champion and the silver medalist in this race as well from last year, as well as athletes that have been in the doubles. So in lane 3, Dominican, he is the champion of last year's single. And then in lane 5, we have the silver medalist who also he was the silver medalist actually for 2023 and 2024, and was in the double that won in 2023 as well. So a lot of experience here in this field in the sculling boats. So again, I have a feeling they will not be too bothered by the little ripples on top of the water here. But we should see some pretty exciting racing, I think, coming up, especially in the second half, because I think if I am a betting woman, that we will see some of these athletes have a very, very strong second half and perhaps a little bit of a sleeper mentality. So they're a little bit more patient and wait before they actually make their moves.
Yeah, so interesting developments here so far. So Dominican had the winning time in their semifinal. They beat Brock. Meanwhile, Clarkson won their semifinal, edging out that boat from Middlebury. But as we saw there from the drone angle, it actually looked like Middlebury has the slight advantage here. You can see just hitting those buoy lines slightly out in front of the lanes 3 and 4. We're about even with the camera at this angle here, so you can see the advantage, although slim, that boat from Middlebury has. For the most part, it is 3 boats across here for this Lou McCormick Trophy.
Yeah, this is turning out to be quite a showdown here. Middlebury, of course, with the bucket hat and the cow print oars. It's really hard to miss that. And then we jump over to the other side, Clarkson in the bright green boat. Dominican sandwiched right in between. Brock, Ian Doctor is the athlete there from Brock on the outside. So we have a near 3-boat race here that is bow ball to bow ball between Middlebury in lane 2, Dominican in lane 3, and Clarkson in lane 4.
Yeah, so if I had to guess, that rower from Middlebury who had the second fastest time in qualifying yesterday and then finished second in his semifinal probably took a little bit off the gas in his semifinal, just given that we are 1,000 meters into this race and he is standing right there with the Dominican and Clarkson rowers who essentially dominated their individual semifinals.
Exactly. I think you make a really great point here, too, because I love watching time trials and semifinals because you never know what athletes or teams are doing to actually make it into the next progression, and you can almost guarantee that they are not throwing all of their cards on the table. So when it comes to getting all of these athletes here into a grand final, and you know that they've done just what they need to do to get in, perhaps get a choice lane, again, that is up to the athlete or crew, then we get to see a whole different side of these athletes race when we get into a grand final. So it makes it incredibly exciting. So we get to be surprised constantly. So we can take times all day from a heat or from a time trial, from a semifinal, but here we are seeing quite a race shaping up between these 3.
Yeah, and in this third 500 here, it's something we talked about a lot yesterday, being maybe the most important 500 of the race. And look at Clarkson here starting to strike out into first. He has passed the Dominican rower. He has moved through the Middlebury rower, and now it is Clarkson out in front here in this third 500. Looks like Brock in fourth, followed by LaSalle, or rather Gordon, and then LaSalle here in 6th place. But you can see there the green shell of Clarkson in this third 500 beginning to move away. We'll see if Middlebury and Dominican, and maybe even the rower from Brock here, can make a late run.
Yeah, I have to say, this is actually not what I expected for this race, which I am excited about for most of the morning. I hope we're surprised constantly. We are seeing this Clarkson rower at about a 34, so definitely picked up the pace just a little bit. And I think you said the right word here, strike. That's what is happening here, because look at this move. This Clarkson rower has picked up the rate just a little bit from a 30 to a 34 and is almost going again, I think, as I speak, because look at Middlebury.
Yep. They're all going now. Dominican's starting to go. He might have gone a little late here, but again, these singles, they can make up time a little bit faster in these smaller boats. So still a lot of race left for those 3 lead boats there, although you can even see from this angle the Dominican rower is down here. So Clarkson and Middlebury, you're 1, 2 at the moment. Dominican in 3rd, Brock in 4th with an outside shot at the podium still.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, this is not exactly what I expected, which again, of course, makes racing so exciting. But I did expect lane 3 Dominican to be in a little bit more of a commanding lead. But again, this Clarkson rower is really giving us quite a show.
250 meters left to go here for our leader from Clarkson. A little wobble in the boat there, a little excited as he hits the red buoys. Just got to focus up and row his best race. And I think he will be our Lou McCormick Trophy champion here. But again, as they come to the finish line, look at this. He is continuing to impress upon this lead that he created in that 3rd 500. A really impressive final 1,000 so far for the rower from Clarkson.
Yeah, and I'm going to expect here, too, that we're going to see quite a sprint from lane 3, Dominican, again, just trying to assert his dominance and break away from this pack a little bit. I don't think there's enough real estate here to catch Clarkson in that gorgeous green shell, but he may be able to secure a silver here.
And here comes the finish line, and what a performance here. Walking away with it into the finish line is our rower from Clarkson, and he wins the Lou McCormick Trophy at the Vail Regatta. Finishing in 2nd is Dominican. He'll take silver after moving through the Middlebury rower, who settles for the bronze. Brock with a nice push at the end, finishing in 4th. So a great race to get